Well, hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another live stream. It's been a while. Let's see if I still know how to do this. Hello Racing Psycho, Nazar, VV Racing, how's it going everybody? Evgeny, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're gonna check out WRC 9 today, which is going to come out next week, Thursday next week, September 3rd. I've put a link in the description where you can check out all the info on the game. It will have 3 new stages, or locations I should say. New Zealand, Kenya and Japan, which is pretty cool. New Zealand especially, I'm looking forward to explore that one. Beautiful country, beautiful stage. I've only driven like an hour so far to get a feel for it. And it's looking pretty good, I have to say, guys. Hi Cruz, hi Eve Marie. How's it going, everybody? Yeah, so let's see what we will do. I think we will definitely check out New Zealand first, and then Japan and Kenya as well. If you guys have any requests, I've already seen somebody wants to see the Fiesta, right? We'll definitely check that one out. The new Fiesta R5, for sure. Yeah, I would say let's get this party started. Let's see here. I think what we will do is... So you've got all the game modes as you had already in WRC 8. Career mode, which is the main focus of the game. Pretty extensive career mode with all kinds of development, building and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. I will show you the FOV settings in a minute, Peter. You can change your seat position slightly, and you can change the field of view as well. Not to the extent I would like to be able to, but it's something. One of the new features is the clubs feature, which is a place where you can create a club. You can basically host your own league. That is pretty neat, but we will not get into that today. Another new thing that was mentioned on the website was a co-op mode, but I haven't been able to, or I haven't looked into that yet. That might be something interesting for the future. And but what we will do is we'll create a quick play session. Can we create a season? Can we choose what to drive there? I guess not. It's basically career mode, but without all the developments and stuff. So let's go quick play. Yeah, I haven't looked into the co-op mode yet. I haven't come across it yet. So we got all the stages, even though in real life, obviously due to the situation that we're in, we didn't see half of these rallies, but of course they will still be in the game, in the sim. So Monte Carlo, Sweden, Mexico, Argentina, Portugal, Italy, Kenya, the first new one, Finland, New Zealand, one of my favorites I have to say. Turkey is also awesome. Germany, Wales, and then Japan. Have there been any stages removed? Wasn't there like Corsica, Tour de Corse? Has that one been removed? Possibly. But the ones that are still there from last season, I think they have been slightly enhanced. But we will get to see that in a bit. So I guess we'll start off in New Zealand, and should we start with a short stage and then maybe we'll do an epic stage later? Just to get into it. We can configure the weather, that is pretty cool. So you have mouse support as well, but it's a bit limited, you can't really access everything, you have to use the keyboard for some things. Well, it's not the Safari as it used to be, Racing Psycho, but it's the modern Safari Rally. So it has some parts that are really wide open and stuff, but also some narrower parts. We're gonna drive in noon, and we're gonna turn dynamic weather on. And I don't know what weather realistic implies, but we can leave it at that. But you can also make it dry conditions, mixed conditions, wet, and so forth. Let's keep it realistic, because I think then the weather will also change, probably. Let's confirm that. Pick the first stage right here. And then the Fiesta R5, which class is that? Is it WRC 2? Yes, it is. That one right here, I assume. Got a bunch of cars in WRC 2. There's WRC 3 as well in here. Not sure what the difference is between those. WRC 3 and WRC 2. There's a Fiesta R5 in here as well in WRC 3. And then there is one in WRC 2. Are those the same cars but just different drivers? Maybe not. You have the Citroen in here, WRC 2. Let's start with the Fiesta then. Hey Perry, thank you. Yeah, it's been ages. It's been ages. But I've been working up the energy to stream again. So maybe this will be the first of more streams to come. WRC 3 is privateer teams, I see. WRC 2 is factory teams, cool. So let's go with that Fiesta then. Who do they have here? Formo and Yates. Let's go. I hope the sound is good for you. You can hear me well, you can hear the game as well. If not, just let me know and I'll do adjustments. I will show you right now the camera adjustments that you have for cockpit and dash cam and so forth. Yeah, the game is looking pretty well. It already was last year, of course. They have some really nice lighting. Lighting might be there too in stormy weather. I don't know, I haven't seen it yet. I think the cars are still the weak spot. The models of the cars, they're not looking super accurate, but I mean they look close enough for me. You can of course choose your tires, but they will be on, what do we have, soft gravel for a short stage. That makes sense. You can of course set up your car, but we're not gonna get into that at the moment. I've found the default setups to be quite usable. Of course, if you want to be competitive and you want to enter esports, then you should probably adjust your setup. And let's see, when I go into options here, can I already adjust the camera? Yeah. Here we have camera adjustments for all the different cameras. I've turned off the dynamic field of view, which is a little bit irritating. When the field of view changes while you're driving, it kind of messes with your reference points. I would not recommend having that on. I've turned camera shake off as well. And we're gonna use the dash camera and we'll see if we can adjust it a little bit. I think I've already adjusted it. Okay, I think we need to go out on the stage first before we can adjust it like this. Gameplay settings, cameras, dash. You can adjust height, position, angle and field of view. So for position, I've moved it all the way back because it is very much in the front otherwise. And then you can adjust the height, but you see it's limited. You can't. I would like to go a little bit further back, maybe, so I could see my display. That would be fantastic. But this will do. You can adjust the angle. That is pretty cool as well. But as you can see, there's not a whole lot you can do. We'll keep it around here, and then a field of view. I think this is new, isn't it? I don't think you could adjust the field of view last year. I might be wrong. Might have been there already, but this is pretty cool because I thought the field of view by default was a bit low. Hey Attila. Yeah, there is the cockpit view as well. Let's see. But you see, it's quite far in the back. I would like to go a little bit further in the front. It doesn't allow me to go further than this. This is as much as you can go. You can then from here adjust the field of view. I already did that, you see, to the minimum to get, you know, the proper alignment, sort of. The proper dimensions with your real life wheel in front of you. I should actually switch to full screen. Then you can see it a little bit better. And yeah, but I think I prefer the dash camera. I mean, in this car, at least. We'll see about other cars. Yes, we'll have a look at the replay after the drive as well. So for now, I would say let's go. I'm doing manual start, so I need to release the handbrake.
Flat right 30.
Need
right
to focus now while driving.
Right
Let me know if the sound is okay, guys.
Tightens into right 5,
Should be,
into left
hopefully.
4, tightens. Into right 4, tightens 3, medium 50.
There is WRC Junior as well. They are front-wheel driven cars. I'm not so much a fan of those. WRC 2 is
left
fun
3,
though,
medium,
and
tightens, and right
WRC
3,
cars
medium, don't cut,
obviously
and
as
left
well.
2 over crest 40.
But yeah, these roads here in New Zealand
Right
are
4
fantastic.
opens and tightens short,
Very
into
nice
left
flow.
3, 30. Right 2 short, into left 3 and right 4 opens, medium 30.
Need to get those wipers going.
Left
Wipe
2
off the
and
dirt.
right 3 into left 4.
So,
Into right
for the
5,
most
into left
important
4,
part,
into
the
kinks,
physics,
don't cut, over
I
70.
think they have moved slight step
Caution, right 2 medium,
further
40.
from last year. Oops. See, the crash physics I'm still not a big fan of. The way the car just stops.
Left 5 tightens, into right
But the
6,
driving is
30.
pretty good. It was already last year,
Left 3 into right 4 tightens.
but this year I
And
think the
left
cars
2
feel a
caution,
little less
keep middle
twitchy,
through gate.
more
And
controllable.
right 5 tightens for left 4 medium.
The weight transfer is quite nice.
Into right 5, into left 3
It's
tightens,
not
medium
so
30.
abrupt as it was. There's more weight to it, feels like.
Hairpin right 30.
So you can really,
Left
really
6 into right
nicely
6, keep middle through gate.
throw these cars around in the corners.
And left 4 medium tightens and right 3 don't cut. Into left 2, keep right through gate. For right 2, into flat left, opens
Which makes
50.
it a lot of fun to drive. You can really attack hard.
Flat right medium, narrows 50. Left 5, keep right for left 6 short, narrows.
I think they improved the co-pilot as well.
Caution, brake acute hairpin left, widens
Pace
in
notes, I
junction,
mean.
500.
I never really had a problem with them. I think they're good enough.
Caution, hard brake for square right, 50. Right 2 short, opens
Yeah,
and
the
left
stages
3
in
short,
this
into right 2
sim are
short.
just beautiful.
Into left 6 tightens 3, long 40.
And New Zealand in particular is spectacular.
Right 3 medium tightens.
Beautiful country. I've been flying around here in X-Plane recently a lot.
Into left 3 and right 4 into kinks over 40. Into left 3 long, tightens 50. Left 4 into right 5, 50.
I will show you my force feedback settings as well
Jump
in a
into
second.
flat right, tightens
So hey,
6
fireworks.
long, into left 5 narrows.
It's a bit odd, fireworks in
Right
daylight.
6 into kinks over 40. Left 4 medium, tightens 70. Right
But
3
boy,
and left
is it
4,
fun to
30.
drive. It already was last year.
Left
And if
1
you
into
like
kinks over
WRC 8,
60.
you will definitely also like WRC 9. Oops, missed that one.
Caution, hairpin right and left 1 medium.
You have so much
Into
control
right
over
2,
these cars.
30.
It's really, really fun to drive.
Left 2 tightens, into left 2 narrows, tightens. Right 2, don't cut. Tightens, right 2, keep in, and left 2, short.
Now
Right
the sound
4,
of the
into left
cars,
3.
it's not the biggest strength of the sim, but I think the sounds are okay.
And right 4 tightens, 30. Caution, hairpin left, into flat right tightens 4, very long.
Got really nice traction
Into caution,
out of
left
the
3
corners
short
now.
tightens, square left 60.
In previous installments you had a lot of wheel spin and understeer reduced it because of that.
Flat
But
right, into flat left,
it's really
40.
really nice the way the car
Right
behaves
3,
in my opinion.
opens long, 50.
Should be really listening more to my
Left
pace
4,
notes.
narrows.
Rally is not easy to talk and drive.
And right 4 tightens, and left 4 tightens. Into right 3, and left 6, small cut. Into right 5, and left
Flows
6,
so
tightens,
nicely.
small cut. Into right 5, into left 5. Into right 5 for finish.
Oh. Close one. Nice. Riding. Why is it still showing your profile? I have no idea. I mean, you need to ask YouTube, Attila. Yeah, I don't know why they're limiting the changes so much you can do with the cameras. I've pointed this out already last year. Hey Brian, how's it going? Let's have a quick look at the replay. Turn off the sound so you can hear the engine. Yeah, I mean the environments are just beautiful in this sim. And the way the stages feel, they feel very realistic. And they are a lot of fun to drive. Dirt 2 is better. Well, there's no WRC in Dirt 2, so it's not really a fair comparison. Dirt 2 sounds better. The sounds are definitely better in Dirt 2. But I do prefer the stages in this game. And I do like to drive my WRC cars in WRC 2, and the career mode is something that is much better, in my opinion, compared to Dirt. It's very similar to the Formula 1 game in the sense that you have to develop your team and your car and stuff. Even though when I play this game I'll probably just use the season and not the career mode. Because I mean really you just click through it. See that the crash physics, I wish they would improve on that. The way the cars behave when they hit something, they just come to an instant stop. There's like no inertia, nothing going on with the car. But I'm willing to oversee that because hopefully, fingers crossed, we will not crash too often. The replay cameras are really nice as well. You've got like the whole stage covered in external camera view, which is nice. You can change your cameras by pressing shift and the numbers. I wish there was like a more TV style onboard though. Oh yeah, and then you have the heli view, which is also cool, covering the whole stage. Yeah, tarmac physics is far better in WRC. I would agree, 100%. Yeah, that is enough, I would say. Let's continue. Let's drive another New Zealand stage, because they are just so awesome. We'll look at more cars later on. Let's give the Hyundai a go. And obviously we will drive the WRC cars in a minute as well. The graphics, they're not radically different from last year. I think they have some improvements in the lighting, especially in sunset conditions. It looks beautiful, this game. Oh, we're having rain now. It's also nice. Let's start. Let's see if we can adjust the cockpit camera here as well real quick. I see this mouse support is like working not very well. I have to use the keyboard from time to time to get where I want to be. But well, dash. Right. I usually move the dash camera a little bit back like that. And then I move it down. And that's pretty much it. Sometimes you get the ref lights in view like this, but this car doesn't have any ref lights anywhere near here, so we'll go about here, maybe change the field of view again, slightly bigger. I mean, this is pretty close to what I would normally use. I would love to get the data display in position, but this will do. Get the wiper on, lights on.
Flat left,
Away we
30,
go.
into right 5 tightens, into left 4 short, into right 5 tightens, 30. Left 3 and right 4. Into left 3 tightens, keep into right 3, don't cut.
Visibility is not great here. Everything's
Into
looking
left 3,
grey.
keep into right 4, keep in 50.
Oh yeah, the puddles have improved a lot, I think. Last year,
Left
or in
2 and flat
WRC8,
right, into flat left
puddles
and
slowed
hard
you
brake,
down
30.
like crazy when you drove through them. I think that has improved a bit. Also the sound is better
Square right, small cut, keep in.
driving through puddles.
And left 4 long tightens, brake into hairpin right, 50.
Nice. Lost the rear a bit on the brake, but worked out quite well.
Left 4 tightens, narrows into right 2. Into left 3 tightens, brake into right 2. Into left 2 tightens,
The
1,
difficulty
into right
of
1,
the
don't
AI
cut.
is at 125, by the way. 100 is default or medium or whatever.
And
Goes
right
up to
1, don't cut,
150.
and left 2 tightens. Into right 1 tightens and hairpin left. Into kinks,
This
don't
is so
cut,
much
and
fun
flat right into
when you
flat
get
left.
a hairpin right.
Hard brake into right 1 tightens, 30.
I'm using shifter as a handbrake,
Right
by the
2
way.
and left 2, 80.
So it's a very on and off handbrake, but it works.
Right 3 long into kinks. And left 5 short into right 5 tightens.
Stop
Into
raining.
left 6 long and jump over 80.
We only have 5 years in
Left
this
4
car.
tightens into right 4
Woo!
tightens, 3 long.
Damn. That's 5 penalty seconds. Damage is on medium. You can get
Left
more
4
damage,
long
obviously,
into
if you
kinks.
set it to realistic.
And left 4 into kinks, into right 2.
Oh god, oh god, oh god. You have to be so focused on the pace
And left
notes.
5 tightens 2, 50. Right 3 long into left 2 short.
I thought that was the 3 and that was a 2.
Caution, square left over tarmac, 400.
Ooh, that's looking nice here.
Caution, hard brake, acute hairpin right over gravel. Flat right, narrows at right 5, 30.
the anti-aliasing isn't too great in this game, so I normally run it at 4K and downscaled on a 1080p monitor. Then it's looking pretty good.
Into left 3, tightens, and right 3, keep right through gate. Into left 5, and caution, hairpin left 30. Right 2 short, tightens, into left 5.
Left a little bit of power out of that corner.
And right 4 tightens, into left 4. Caution, brake, keep middle through gate, into right 1. And left 3, into right 3, narrows. And left 4, into right 4, into left 1.
Yeah, New Zealand definitely my favorite environment in this game. But
Into
all the other
right,
stages
into
are
left
looking
3,
great too.
narrows, into right 3, into left 3, and right 4. Into left 3 tightens, and right 2.
I would say Finland and Wales are probably my least favorite ones.
And left 5 tightens 3, into right 2.
I would say Finland is looking
Into
better
left
in
2,
dirt,
small cut, and right 2, small
but
cut.
only like visually, not really from the layout of the stages.
Into left 3 opens, and left 3 short, small cut.
Do they even have Finland in Dirt 2? They had it in Dirt Rally 1, I know that.
And right 2, keep into left 2, don't cut. And right 2, 30.
Yeah, it's such an enjoyable
Left 3 and right 3.
game or sim to drive. It's still not the most ultra hardcore sim
Into
out
left
there,
4 short, brake, into right 3,
but I think
don't
it's
cut,
the
keep
best
in.
rally game you can drive at the moment. Unless you have a
And
modded
keep
out
into
Richard
left 4
Burns
short,
rally
narrows,
on
and
your hard
finish.
drive. But even that is really now starting to show its age. That was fun. Heat? You mean the 4K downscaling? So I have a 1080p monitor, right? But in NVIDIA, or what was it, NVIDIA settings? Yeah. No, Windows settings actually. You can add custom resolutions to your windows. And then in the NVIDIA, you can actually also, in the NVIDIA drivers, you can add dynamic super resolution. And then you will be able to use higher resolutions in your game, even though your monitor can't display those resolutions, but it will downscale them, so it will look much sharper. I'm operating the handbrake with a button. This is a shifter and a sequential shifter, so it's just 2 buttons. But you can probably map it to an axis. In fact, we can have a look and I will show you. I mean, WRC7 was really bad when it came to setting up your controllers. WRC8 fixed that. It's really good now, and I think it's even better here. If we go to options, not gameplay settings, but controls. So you have all your devices here, right? I have my Thrustmaster TS Racer wheel, but you can go to these assignments. Let's go to the handbrake right here, and you can assign keys. So I have it on my key here, but you can probably use an axis, and then you can see you can adjust sensitivity and dead zones and saturation and all that. So that is awesome. You can even invert and rescale. Really quite advanced settings. Here is the force feedback settings. So for max wheel angle, I'm using 360. I've tried first with 400, but I felt like I had more control over the car with 360. With 400, it started to feel a little bit sluggish, but that is personal preference. It works well with 400, 540 as well. You just have to steer more. The problem is that in the car setup, So this is only one part of the equation, right? The maximum wheel angle, but you don't have the steering lock that you can adjust. So you can't really adjust the steering ratio with higher wheel angles. But 360 feels great for me. So I've also reduced the overall force, and I've reduced some of the vibration effects like tire slip, ground surface and engine, and collision too. The rest is pretty much default, and it feels pretty good. It feels quite good, I have to say. So what shall we do next? Nope. Quick play. Let's go to Japan. Or Kenya first. Let's do Kenya first. Let's see. We've driven WRC2. Let's see what the legend cars are about. Wait, there's some modern-ish legend cars as well. That's cool. I think the Lancia would fit really well, but we're gonna get into those later. Let's give the WRC cars a go.